corner. Driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? Go.
Welcome to the Iron Thunder Racing League. The Premier Series today is at North Wilkesboro, a throwback track. The drivers are currently in their qualifying right now, so once they get that done, we will pop into the race. But it is a throwback that hasn't been on NASCAR since, I believe, the late 90s. They're bringing it back for the All-Star race, however, and actually live about an hour and 30 minutes away from this track, the Tower 150. The league is sponsored by BRX, the gutter team, Ott Company, and Cattle Co. And I have a sore inside my mouth for some odd reason, so I got to get that thick. But tonight it is going to be on. It's 90 laps, and they will have, looks like, no stage breaks this time. They must have gotten rid of those then. Just because there's no stage breaks, unless it forgot to include it. I don't believe there's stage breaks here. This track is going to be a lot of, it's weird because these tracks are hard to run. You wouldn't think they are, but they can be extremely difficult, for guys to run and do it correctly, because you got to be good on that braking zone. You don't want to get in too deep. You got some guys that will absolutely sail it on into the corner. Some guys won't. See, everybody has gridded. So I'll put the qualifying order here now. So first is Kevin Hash, second Matt Quick, third Storm Patterson, fourth Eric Drapeau, fifth Dave Matson, sixth Corbin Hemstreet, seventh Raymond Rittenauer, eighth George Buffon Jr., ninth Christopher Gale, 10th Landon Polinsky, 11th Tristan Ott, 12th Matt Cherry, 13th Brandon Pamitat, 14th Kelvin Masseur, 15th Matthew Klusterhoos, 16th Sawyer Ott, 17th Adam Boyles, 18th Manning Gregory, 19th Alex Little, 20th Brandon Klusterhoos, 21st Paul Majivka, 22nd Josh Coley, 23rd Samuel Green, 24th Dylan Hale, 25th is Brian Workman. Those are the guys here tonight, and wait for all of them to grid, and I will give them a paint refresh, because some guys' paints, they change it after I join. I can't see them, and I want their sponsors to be seen, so always make sure to do that for them. 125, might have been switched around actually. Sorry, that was Darlington. Yeah, I was looking at Darlington again. That was my bad. So stage breaks at lap 30 and 60, 125 laps around here. I was looking at Darlington. I didn't notice that logo was completely different. That was my bad there. So, yeah, don't, oh, yeah. Discard what I said, pretty much. I messed that up badly. I seriously thought that was, I should have noticed that it said Darlington on the bottom. So 30 and 60, 125. I don't know what their fuel range is. We're going to evidently find out. But this is going to be interesting, because this track is, it's fun to drive, that's for sure. We're waiting still on somebody to grid here. Everybody pulling off here now. Give them a paint refresh, and now all of them are in, so their paints will be white a little bit. And then they'll pop back to green, or not green. They'll load their paint scheme. This mic is a little bit closer to me than normal. This mic stand sucks. I'm still waiting on my part to come in. It comes in Monday, sadly. So got a lot more time. But this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun track here. This is where their all-star race is going to be. Kevin Harvick's also bringing his 29 paint scheme that he did with Richard Childress Racing. But one person I'm going to look at is Josh Coley. He's not, it's weird with him. He's kind of a closer. He's not really up front most of the race. And then at the end of it, he shows up. He's a guy that you're going to have to keep your eye on. But what these guys are going to have to really avoid first is not getting absolutely cleaned out by each other. That's probably going to happen more than often here. But pace car will pull off. Green flag is in the air. We are underway here. Some of these guys are already trying to make some passes. They're already pretty much on top of each other, trying to get as much as they can. Back down on the boost. Had to boost Darlington last night. It was incredibly quiet there. Somebody just blinked out. That was Gale. So far, we got... These guys are going at it back here. Really around Gale, Polinsky, Cherry, and Treston Ott. It's a big group of cars right here. These guys back here, they probably have the goal of survive and don't wreck. So I would not blame them. That's what I kind of be doing also. Oh, there we go. Got somebody in the wall. That is Corbin Hemstreet, probably overcorrected on the exit of 4. Steering at the short track is going to be really snappy, too. These next ones are snappy in general. About to get absolutely plowed through here in a minute. Not careful. I don't think that... that's definitely damaging, but I don't think it's going to be too bad for him, however. Up front, these guys are running about 18-second laps right now between Hash, Matt, and Eric. Everybody else is running 19s. They're all behind each other. And it's weird because it's been forever since I've ran here. These guys are probably shifting, too. That's what is different in the next gens at short tracks. You actually have to shift now. Continue to drop. Biggest mover. Actually got 3 people tied. Brandon, or two people now. Storm and Brandon are tied for most positions gained currently. I noticed Alex Little has not ran a paint scheme here recently. Somebody's locking him up here. I can see some tire smoke coming from him. Up front, so this is odd. Last time I ran this track, I remember running, I think, a little bit lower in there, about mid-line. Ash is running high in that corner, then running low in 3 and 4. It's only 9 laps in, but I want to see if that works for him still. Because he's really turning off that right front, I'm noticing. It'll work for a little bit, and then once that right front's gone, it's gone. It's not going to want to turn for you. We've had that happen a couple of times, and it's incredibly difficult to fix. Incredibly difficult to fix. You honestly can't even fix it sometimes. Oops, it says Hemstreet has something happened to him. Just looped it around somewhere here. He might have blinked out. No, he just looped it. What? Happens out of 2, I know that. When it gave me the notification. I don't know what happened there, but apparently Pamitat has also gotten into something off here. It looks like he spun it somewhere else. I'm trying to get through these spins as quick as I can. Probably tries to get back to the gas around Treston. Yep, and it steps out from under him. He just overcorrects it. Luckily, he doesn't wash up into everybody else. He doesn't get hurt too bad, but it's also going to hurt his tires because he slid about 50 feet, I'd say. Gale's moving up here right now. So it was Rittenauer trying to come up here through the field. And that Cherry running that Kyle Larson paint scheme one at Martinsville, one of his worst tracks. He hates it there. Only thing I think he's worse at is super speedways because he has the most horrible luck there. We're going to go at it here. Gale. So what Gale's getting, he's getting a run off the top. Raymond's taking the shorter way around. And Raymond's going to have to keep sawing at this. He's going to have to keep going at it as he's let go. He decides it's not worth it too early in the race for this to happen. Now we look at this. Josh Coley, biggest mover so far. Who would have guessed? This man is slowly coming up through the front. He's only 17th, or sorry, 15th now. But this is what Coley does, it seems. 3 wins on the season already. Charlotte, Gateway. I can't remember what other track that he won, but he has 3 wins. I do know that. Up to 14th now. So the stage break is lap 30. Keep that in mind. So these guys up here probably just trying to figure out the track. More or less. I mean, now this was Storm. Storm actually won last night in the Rush Series. They were at Darlington. He went from high banks, ripping the wall, to low banks, staying as close to the curb as you can. Well, that's weird. That's really turning that right front, though. I don't know how they're turning like that. I think their post tires are starting to go, because, yeah, they're starting to go. I want to look at this. How much wheel is he putting into it? You see right here, he's letting it turn. So that's going to start burning that right front off. Really bad for him soon. I think Storm is kind of... He's been riding that bottom more. A little bit lower. He's not been turning off of it as much. But everybody seems to be running high in that corner. I just never would have thought that, really. And everybody's high. I know the bottom is... You don't want to run the bottom in that corner at all. Because it just doesn't work out. That doesn't grip up the same. Samo Green, or it's Brian Wortman back here. He's running. Storm is probably getting annoyed right now. Storm, he's trying to get to him. He just can't get past him because Drapeau gets that big run. I think Storm said, I've had enough here. He's going to stud him up for a pass. Going to get that big run. If he can get one big run and get up under him, I think he might have it. Coley's actually going backwards now. Sawyer's coming up to the front. And that Ott Company VRX simulators paint scheme that he has, sponsor of this league. One of them, actually, two of the sponsors on that. Probably has the other 2 hidden somewhere on it. Poe's still holding him off. I mean, but this has also allowed Hash to, kind of just set sail at this point. He's hasta la vista, baby. He's gone. He ain't gonna look behind him. Probably doesn't now. One of these guys, it's weird because you don't want to get in the back. You really don't, because you don't know what's gonna happen. I know in A Opens, good Lord, please do not go to the back. Whatever you do, if you are listening, do not go to the back at short tracks. It is one of the worst things you can do. Not because you can't drive, but everybody else in front of you can't drive. They'll wipe each other out. From out the he's gotten around Drapeau now. He finally got up on the high side, but Drapeau's going to power it off the corner. Nope. Storm's right there on him. Drapeau's going to have to fight here hard if he wants his position. He's able to gas it up in the middle. Looks like he's being more aggressive on it. Storm, I think he's getting loose. Drapeau's actually catching Quick now. Quick is really turning off that right front. I don't know how Storm isn't catching him faster, though. I would have thought he was. A lot of these guys are not running bad lap times. The fall-off is about a second right now, and they're actually coming up on the stage break here. Just looked over, it's lap almost 30. So let's see who gets the stage win. It'll evidently be Hash. See if he gets second, third, and fourth. He's throwing, everybody crosses the line next time, or this time live. So when he comes across here, I think it will be thrown. Everybody goes through it. Back here, we got almost 3 wide. Yeah, there it is, thrown. And it looks like Drapeau will edge out quick for that spot. It's surprising. Running that high line, and he didn't run off his right front as much as I thought he was. That means that I'm just a broadcaster. Who knows better? Nobody does. Bring in probably the stage winner here. And Hash, once he goes down pit road. He's going to go down pit road, get 4 tires and fuel. Everybody is. They're not going to stay out. That could be a mistake if you don't do that. Ask me how I know. I've done it multiple times. Didn't work out. As who was that down pit road already? Somebody else was down pit road before that. Go a lap down. I believe they had some damage too. Quick was starting to lap some people, I think. I think it's going to be between him and Quick, or Hash was lapping people. Him and Quick, and I think he won off. Looks like Quick actually beat Drapeau off pit road. I did not think he did, but he evidently edged him out for it. These guys up here are pitting already, so we'll actually bring in the stage winner and Kevin Hash if he is in one of these rooms. There he is. Hey Kevin, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Got you loud and clear.
Man, so you win stage 1. You know, how's the car handling for you so far?
Really good so far. I put in a lot of practice this week because this is probably one of the worst tracks I'm at. I'd say this one and Dover are probably the biggest Achilles heels for me, and I knew if I put in as much laps as I could, what free time I had available, so I have been practicing a lot here with the great teammates that I've got.
Now, so how's 1 and 2 different than 3 and 4? Because y'all are running kind of different lines there. I mean, y'all are really almost up to the wall in 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 y'all are kind of a little bit below that. Is there a reason that y'all are running that, or is it just how the car wants to go?
Really just what you feel the most comfortable with. I know some people run the bottom just really as fast as I could run the top when I was in practice, but I feel like the top keeps me more consistent. I'm able to get more of a runoff, and then using the bottom through 3 and 4, I feel like I'm able to stay more consistent and keep the right front tire on it more than if I try to hustle it on the top.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've raced here, but you know, who do you think? Well, how do you think the rest of the race will go? Do you think it will go green flag, or will it start turning into a caution fest here? Because it is a short track.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm hoping it stays green. I feel like I got a really good car in the green runs. I feel like short runs is probably when everybody's equal. So we'll see what happens. All
right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Hopefully I'll see you in victory lane, though. That was Kevin Hash. Actually, not the leader. Boyles stayed out. It's going to be bad for him. He's going to be literally swallowed whole here. His car pulls off. The green flag is back in the air. We are underway here again at North Wilkesboro. Whoa, surprise. Oh, we got somebody around. That's George Balfons Jr. Saves it. I think he pancaked his left side. Oh, did he keep it off? He actually might have kept it off the wall. He did not hit the wall. What a save by him. He was headed for it. It just snapped on him coming out of 4. That's when drivers are trying to put down the most power. Happens a lot at short tracks. As yet now, Boyle will do the squad hole behind everybody else. As Quick got around Hash. So at lap 60, it's another stage break for these guys. So we got somebody around. That's the 09 of Dave Matson. Goes into the inside wall. Oh, up, back into traffic. Cott will bring the caution out. What happened here? I think he just might have made a little bit of contact with somebody. He's on the bottom. It's Raymond and Adam. And yeah, he just comes up and taps Raymond there. Goes and hits the inside. Not really too much damage for him. That was actually Majifka, I think. Almost destroyed him. But I think that damage can be fixed. He didn't really get that much, surprisingly, for hitting like that. Pretty minimal damage. Don't think we'll see anybody come down pit road. Even the guys that were in the wreck. I don't know. Okay, we'll have to see. All these guys are under their second caution. We will go under our first commercial break here.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was really awesome.
As we are back, you're going to have to cut that one a little bit short. Guys are about to get back racing here. It's Ash and Quick. Quick is the race leader currently. I need to get a triple monitor mount stand for this because I'm tired of... Actually, need a lot of stuff for this setup. Yes, I do run triple monitors. Y'all see something completely different than what I see. It's a lot behind the scenes stuff. But green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Quick gets a good jump on the field. Has somebody doing their best Ross Chastain impression back there. That was Manning Greger, I believe, up on that wall. Majifka almost slammed into somebody. I think he might have drilled Matthew there on accident. But this is a cluster of cars. So this is what happens on restarts at short tracks. Everybody's on top of each other, and Polinsky loops it. He actually barely kisses the wall there. Does a pretty good job of not absolutely destroying it. He gets back rolling. Didn't really hit it that hard. I don't think that car's to be that damaged because of it. Kind of kept trying to jab the brake, getting the car to rotate. You don't want to be fully on it because it won't turn after that. Storm's working on Hash here. Hash has gone from the lead to second. Might lose it. Storm here too. Storm's on the high side. You heard Hash say that he doesn't like to run on that bottom either. Feels more comfortable up top, so he's having to be in a different element. But it's better to find out now than later, that's for sure. I want to figure out late in the run that, oh, my car doesn't work down here. And then it's after the destroyed. As a little lockup there from Sawyer. That's what's going to happen here. Guys are going to get in deep. One thing, too, these guys can adjust. There's fuel. There it goes. Oh, gosh, Balfons. I'm not sure who caused that there, but Balfons hits hard. I think Coley might have came down just a little bit. Sawyer's absolutely doing some Tokyo drift right now. We'll go back and watch what happened when we have time. I think Coley came down some, but Majivka has had a rough going here so far. Both these cars have not done too good. But like I was saying, the one thing guys can adjust in these cars, there's very few things you can do and fix. As Josh Coley, oh, he goes around. As he locks it down, he's gonna be oh, he gets hit from Majivka there too. Also, don't think he got a lot of damage from it either. He is very lucky. Oh, never mind. That broke his tow link. Oh no. He has to tow back to pit road, and that probably ends his chances. There, we'll go back and see what happened here. I think he just looped it off the corner. Yep, he just looped it. He tried to save it, locked it down, came back up into traffic. Madsen tries to avoid. He slams the wall. Matthew just squeezes by. It says he hit him, but he actually didn't. That's why the damage is shown there. And then poor Majivka has nowhere to go. Breaks Coley's tow link. I thought it didn't break because it didn't look like it had. But that might end Coley's chance. He does have a fast repair here. We will go back and see what happened with George Balfons. All right, so it was Balfons. There's two cars that have the similar paint scheme but different number. So what happened here? I think Coley might have came down a little bit. Nope, that's kind of meeting in the middle there. I thought he came down some. I think that's more Balfons than Coley coming down, because they both come down, but look right here. Coley's, see, there's a sudden jerk there by Balfons. Coley moves down a little bit. I can't blame Coley for that. Balfons saves it after that. I believe Matt Quick might be, no, they're going to actually go green here really quickly. Don't mind me. What I said was completely false. This car will pull in here. Matt Quick with the lead. Kevin Hashin is outside. Green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Oh, we got a wreck. Never mind. Sawyer. Oh, this is a big one. Uh-oh. This is the big one here. Looks like 4 cars, maybe 5, are involved in this wreck. Hamatat's able to roll away. He has some heavy front-end damage, though. He won't get lapped. I think it started with Sawyer, maybe. That's the first person I saw sideways there. Let's see what happens. He has it step out. Oh, actually, there's 2 wrecks here. So, Sawyer clips Hamatat. Gale's loose in front of him. Sawyer goes down. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Sawyer goes down and hits the inside wall. What happened to Hamatat here? And this is like a synchronized wreck, literally. I mean, almost the exact same time between him and Masur. So, Brandon just overcorrects. They both get into it. Boyles hits Hamatat. There's nowhere for him to go. That's about 4 cars involved. That was almost a synchronized wreck between Hamatat and Masur. But Little's going to stay out here. Hasn't pitted since lap 33. Not sure if the stage ended. It may have ended here. Don't know who won it. Knowing who won stage, I will tell you all. Probably was Matt Quick, I think. That was a pretty hard hit. That was not too fun. I know how that feels sometimes. You will get wiped out, destroyed behind everybody else, and yeah, you don't want to have to deal with that. That's what happens. Deeper in the pack, though, it's pack racing. I don't want to get back there. This guy's green. Able to get it. Not next time by, the time after that. They should get it. Microphone is incredibly close to my face too. I would show y'all what I've had to do to the stand. I've literally had to basically just stick a pencil in it to get it to stop going back to my face. Yeah, so let's go off here. Now all these guys that were up front are in the back. This is when stuff can go bad. I think they can make it to the end. I don't think that's a pit for fuel. Should get to the end of the race. It will be Sam O'Green. I think he's a newcomer to this series. I hadn't saw him before. Sam O'Green and George Balfons Jr. will lead them here as Sam gets a decent jump on the field, but these fresh tires are going to be coming quick soon. As Manning, oh no, Drapeau's around. That's going to bring out the 5th caution here. I thought Cherry was almost chasing down Gregory there. We're going to have to watch that. What happened here? So, there's a lot going on. Okay. Oh, Lord, what is going on here? This is a lot of action in one spot. Okay, so I'll try to break this down. So, Gale comes down into Brandon, I think. Yeah. Gale comes down to Brandon. That drags Brandon up the track. Or that drags Brandon up the track into Gale. That hits Manny Gregory into the wall. And they're checking up back there. But what happens to DePro? He probably gets hit in the rear. Can't roll the center like... Oh, yep, he's going to get hit. Just clipped here from Boyles, I think. Yep, he gets tapped there from Boyles. Just a little bit. Sends him around. I don't think he gets hit by anybody else. Luckily... Oh my gosh, that is close. I want to see. I think Cherry might have went after Gregory here. It looked like he might have just been trying to steer away from everything. Yeah, if he had his... Yeah, he had that wheel cranked. Yeah, he just jabbed the throttle in the middle. Look at... Oh, he sees that pretty much firsthand. But that's what happens. The guys that were running up front luckily didn't get involved in it. That were running up front early, I mean. But newcomers up front leading the race, showing that, yeah, let's do some strategy here. I wonder if they have the... It'd be cool if they replicated the tires here at short tracks as they do in real life. The tires at short tracks now don't wear off. They really don't. You can't pass. Martinsville's hard to pass in general. It's incredibly hard. But lights are off in the pace car here. Lap 70 of 125. These guys are past halfway in the race. Sam Green and George Balfons Jr. front two. But Matt Quick is the first guy on fresh tires. He will probably chew these guys up in about 3 or 4 laps once he gets to them. As the green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Samuel Green continues to lead, but fresh tires are coming. This is quick right now. Oh, it looks like Green actually almost got in the wall. I think he did a little bit off the exit, or he might have slipped up. It's been bad for him. That he is doing some wall riding of his own now. Trying to get that car to turn, and it will not do it for him either. Matthews pulling some drift here. So is Manning. This is not Tokyo. Oh, it comes down in Masur. This will bring out a caution here. Matthew, Klusterhuis, Alex Little, Manning Gregory, and somebody else was involved too. He didn't pop it, however. So, looks what happened. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, so Manning punts Matthew on accident. This is just different braking zones. He doesn't know Matthew's going to brake here. That hits him. Cherry's trying to brake. Actually, he doesn't even touch him. So Matthew is literally sliding sideways. He gets the wall. I think he comes down into the track. Gregory gets a tap from Cherry. Gregory goes sideways. He then comes down into Masur, gets him, puts him in the wall also. So it's Manning, Matthew, Kelvin, and I think Little got some of it too. I think Little wasn't able to avoid it. He might have been able to avoid it. No, he got hit right in the side. Locked it down. Luckily hit rear ends first. I don't think that car is really damaged at all. Luckily these guys, you'd be surprised. With these cars, you would rather back it in than hit with the front. Because really, these rears on these cars are pretty durable. They don't... I've had some pretty hard hits in the rear, and the car doesn't really act different at all. As I forgot, when is this? But we did see somebody get back on the lead lap. And that somebody just happened to be Josh Coley. After he broke his toe link early in the race, he's back in it. Back on the lead lap. His chances aren't over. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Don't know how it will go for him. Manning's back down. He has some optional damage that he'll be fixing. But lights are off on pace car here. They will grab that green flag. Some time by pace car will pull off at the exit of 4. Believe it will be quick, leading them to green here. This car pulls off. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Doesn't make it off of turn 4. Never mind. Polinsky's around. I don't think a caution will be thrown for that. It is manual cautions. He should be able to get rolling. If he gets rolling back in time for the leaders, get back to turns 3 and 4, as he does. Looks like he didn't even tap the wall. If he did, it was very, very light. As somehow Green is holding on to his position somewhat. He's actually kind of gaining, but he is up high. And when I say up high, I mean he's almost at the wall at some turns. As Cherry goes around from a tap there a little bit, he comes down into Sawyer, as that will bring a caution out here. I think Cherry got a little bit of help going around. Let's go to his view. There he is. Yep, he got a little bit of a tap there from Majewka. Majewka didn't mean to do that. Comes down and hits Sawyer. Yeah, that wasn't intentional at all. Majewka just think he jabbed the brake in the center. He realized I'm kind of rotating too much or trying to go up high a little bit too much. He'd wanted the car to slow down a turn, so he He just tapped it a little bit. It's the 7th caution here, though. Guys were doing good at the front run, and then seems like after one guy wrecked, everybody else wants to go and join him. They want to see what the party's all about. These guys are running only, well, I say only. Fastest lap right now is a, got a lot of 18.7, is a 18.6. That was by Matt Quick, so he's done good. And he only pitted twice here. You guys have pitted multiple times. Finally figured out what pit count means, or what that PC means. It means pit count. Apparently I don't have enough brain cells to realize that. A little slow. Really looking. I don't know. Coley's back down. Did he get damage on that again? He's probably banking on another caution here. He doesn't have any visible damage, though. I'm curious why he's still sitting in pit road. He is. These guys will get the green flag the next time after they cross the start-finish line. Biggest mover right now is actually Majivka. He's up 11 positions. It used to be Coley. He was up like 17 at one point. Majivka's had a rough night. So has Balfons. These guys have not had a good time so far. Between those two, they've been wrecked about 4 or 5 times. And it's not intentional at all. It's just... it's going to happen here at a track like this. These guys will slowly wash up, and there's nothing you can do sometimes. Yeah, thank you, short track racing. That's what Denny Hamlin would say. Pace car will pull in here. Matt Quick, Storm Patterson, as the green flag is in the air. We are underway here again. Oh, we got somebody around. That is Matthew Kloosterhuis. He will go to the inside, bounce off the wall. I don't think that's going to bring on a caution. Manual caution again. He gets back going. Yep, no caution. We'll be thrown. We're going to see what happened to him, though. I think he just had it step out from under him, coming off of 4 here. As, yes, he did, just stepped out. Then he apparently wrecked again after this. Came and hit the wall. He's spun a second time, it says. As, yep, there he goes again. Tries to gas it up, and he spins again. He just immediately toes. He's probably not too happy with himself, and he immediately leaves the race. He's like, I'm done with this. As there goes Hash around. The early race leader pounds that inside wall too. See if he gets back rolling. Waiting for Workman to get around him. Needs to get back going here though. He gets it back rolling here. Said Hash was a leader there for a second, was confused. But Storm has taken the lead here, last night's winner. As we do have another wreck here, that will actually bring out a caution. Majivka, talked about him earlier, he has not had a good night. As he gets a little tap from Cherry there. I don't think Cherry probably got tight. Oh, Majivka's also coming down too. So Majivka looks like he's coming. I mean, Cherry, evidently, this is on Cherry. But looks like Majivka was coming down a little bit, and then Samo Green has nowhere to go. He probably just plows into Majivka. As he does. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did he not hit Majivka at all? There's no way. He had to have hit him. There's no way he did not get hit by him. He has to get hit by green. Oh my lord, green. How do you stop that fast, my man? I mean, look at how close this is. I can't really pull up a good view here. Actually, we'll do this manually. I'll adjust this manually for y'all because I want to see how close he actually got. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to rotate it to the side because this is close. I mean, this is incredibly close. Look. Oh my God. He may have kissed him. I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how he did not plow into him. Oh my lord. How did he not hit him? He should have absolutely destroyed him. That is having your brake pedal ready. Only way I was going to be able to do that was manually, so I had to go hop in there and do that. I have not saw somebody stop that fast. Actually, I have, but it's been a while since somebody is able to basically not run over somebody who's right in front of them. I mean, they were destined to smack them. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Got a bad nose. Need that for a few minutes. These guys are under caution. All right, I've got it good enough for now. Got sick over the weekend. I don't know what I got. I think it's just a common cold. I don't really get sick often. I'm very rare that I get sick. So, your broadcaster's not dying. Just not yet. Not too early. It's for later in life. Pace car is going to pull off here. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Storm will lead him, but Quick is going to be on the outside. Can Quick roll it here on Storm? He can keep his fender there. He's going to have a good shot off the corner, but Storm puts the power down. He'll secure that lead for now. Got a big cluster of guys back here. Sam O'Green puts himself in the wall. I think he tried to react to Cherry coming up a little bit. Didn't want to kill Cherry. Look at Coley. I'm gonna be looking at Coley now. Balfines. Oh my lord. I saw that thing step out on him and he somehow saved it. He goes up into Polinsky. Little short track racing here, guys leaning on each other. Nothing wrong with that. You're not wrecking each other. That's the difference, though. But Storm continues to lead. He's got Quick not really behind him right now currently. Getting to have a pretty good time by himself right now. Sam is running that high line. I don't know how he's doing this. He's 3 and 4. He's almost literally against the wall. That's got to be killing his tires. There's no way it's not cooking him off. Look at how high he is. Not as high as he was like before. Like that. He's high off that corner. But Quick is coming for Storm here. Quick has the fastest. Actually, Storm has the fastest lap of the race now. But these guys have both been incredibly quick the whole entire night. Matt even has it in his name. I will never say that joke again. 24 laps to go here, however. I was probably hoping this for a green flag run. I don't think it will be. Short track. Be a little beating and banging every now and then. Coley's gotten more damage again. I noticed that on him. See from Storm's gearbox view, pretty much the rear bumper. for him. Look at some other guys here. This is Tristan Ott, as Pamitat's taking down the wall with him. These guys are not shifting. I think if this was a thick or open setup, they'd be shifting here. You could maybe get away shifting to third. Maybe. I wouldn't try. I wouldn't figure it out late in the race. That's something that you figure out early on or in practice. Because when you blow your engine up in practice, it doesn't matter. I've had a downshift in the wrong spot. At Auto Club, I have a manual shifter, but I turned it into, I act like it's sequential. Didn't pull it back to the middle, and it downshifted in the middle of the turn. And I actually still came and won that race, but as soon as it did that, I mean, I jumped and slammed it back into fifth. It was redlining. It was about to blow up if I didn't do it quick. It was literally second. It was bam, bam, back into fifth. It's like Brandon's trying to get up under Gale. Pamitat. Oh, Dave Matson has crashed. Brings out a caution here. Going to get a little bit of help here, possibly. As he comes across Hash's nose there. I can't blame that on Hash. Yeah, he just comes down across his nose. Hash is entering the corner. And it looks like Matson, yeah, Matson goes from the wall. Hash may have gotten in there a little bit deeper, too. Well, I mean, I don't know. Who that's on? That might be a little bit of Hash, but they're both coming down. Matson's trying to get a good arch in the corner. Hash is getting a little bit deeper, probably. Neither of those are intentional. I know that. They didn't mean to do that on either of those guys. But some guys stay out here. Gale or Balfonz, we got a big group of people that came down. These guys will spend a little bit more time in pit road getting some optional fixed. But it's like Balfonz will win that race off of pit road. But he has to go through about 10 cars to get to the lead here. And it's only 16 more laps. Keep that in mind. 16 laps. I don't think it's going to be enough to make it up the time that he needs to make up to get the win here. It's going to fall a little bit short, I believe. Been interesting. 9 cautions so far. It was good early on. I think once one caution came out, it pretty much let the landslide begin. I think, yeah, lights have gone off here. Storm and Quick. Quick was on Storm's bumper for a little bit, then he backed away. Wonder if Quick has been saving his tires here, where he can go abuse them and burn them off. Probably the smart thing to do if he was him. I mean, if you got something now, you might as well use it. Crank that wheel to the left and hope it turns. Pretty much is what you gotta do. This car pulls off here. Storm Patterson will lead him back to green here as a green flag is back in that way. Up in the air. Sorry. Storm does not get a good jump. Quick actually might beat him out the corner here. Storm rolls that bottom a little bit better, but they'll be side by side down the backstretch. Storm is trying to hold off Quick for the lead. Storm did not get a good restart. He'll edge out in front of Quick, I believe, just a little bit. Going to come back up, take up that top lane. Going to steal it from him, but we have a wreck in the back. They are still green as a caution down now comes out. Can talk there for a little bit. As what happens here. Gale taps the rear end of Balfonz, and it's on from there. Coley and Polinsky just spin on their own. They get Boyles in it also. Quick breakdown. 11 laps, but as these guys are on their 10th caution, I'll take our final commercial break here.
of simulators, and this was like very responsive. Especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Have to cut that a little bit short. These guys are going to go green this time. Caution laps have been shortened, I believe, so that's why they're going green a little sooner. This is a short track, but green flag will be back in the air as pace car pulls off here. Storm chooses the outside instead of the inside. Going to see how he can roll this. Can Quick capitalize on the bottom here. Gets a pretty good run off. They'll be side by side down the backstretch, but Storm gets that massive run off that top line. He comes down in front of Quick. They're trying to take the bottom. Quick has to jam on the brakes. So does Storm. Storm, Quick right on his bumper, though. Quick is right there. 7 laps left. Can Storm hold him off? One thing Storm has to be cautious with is not locking up the brakes. His hash has crashed here. They stay green, however, he's probably out of the racing surface, as we almost have somebody get spun in the back of the pack. I'm continuing to roll that bottom. Quick, I think with 4 laps to, when it gets to 4 laps to go, he's got to make a move. He's got to start sailing it in there, going harder. What I was saying earlier, these guys can adjust their brake bias. You put more to the rear, you can get him harder, but also wants to snap around. This is when you start cranking that thing to the rear and make it stop, make it rotate. As we have Samo Green in the wall, this might bring out a caution though, and it will. Oh my Lord, this is a lot of drivers involved in this wreck. This happens way back too, way back. So, okay, Little gets loose, comes up. Matson runs into him. Green has nowhere to go. No, Little actually comes down and he almost splits Balfons and Pamitat. They both get involved in that. They're then wrecking, bounces off the wall. Matthew then comes up into Matson. He saves it though. Gale goes into Manning. Sam goes into Little. Sawyer shoots the middle. Boyles hits Green. Polinsky rear ends him. I probably broke his toe link there, as there's a lot happening here, and I think that's all that will happen. That was a lot to break down. This will be a green-white checkered attempt, I believe 11th caution so far. I just realized I have weird recommendations where I listen to ASMR. Yes, I listen to that. I don't care. Make fun of me. Very calming. And also weird at the same time. Rock out. Ooh, excuse me. Austin has now gone live. Literally 1 minute ago. What is this? Oh, wait. I know what this is. Never mind. I'm looking at something on Discord here. I was confused on what it was. But this is interesting. Quick is on the bumper of Storm now. Gonna get one more restart as lights stay on, so at least one more time around for him. Matson, I think he's seen if he gets the wave around. Is that Alex that was started playing? I think it is. Oh, it is. You gotta be kidding me. I'm looking at one of my friends who just started doing something. This may not end too well for some of these guys up front. Could be pretty bad. And by pretty bad, I mean horrible. Bad. I would not want to be some of these guys. Storm chooses that outside again, though. He's going to give Quick the bottom. He must like something up there in that top line. He does get that big run off, but if he slips the tire once up there, he might lose the race. But green, white checkered attempt here. This will be their first one. They have to, not use it. As the green flag is back in the air, Storm gets a massive jump. As soon as that pace car hit pit road, he went. That might be all he needs here, too, unless another caution comes out. Gonna come into 3 out of 4. Quick is trying to get to his bumper. White flag is in the air, though, as they are wrecking behind Treston. Then he got loose off of Cherry's bumper. Quick has to do something. Last corner here. Do you throw a Hail Melon? Pull a Ross Chastain. Quick. He will not do that. He gets in deep. Tries to get to Storm. But Storm Patterson will follow up, winning the Rush Series and win in the Premier Series here tonight. A sweep for Storm Patterson. Back and see what happened with a little bit celebratory bump there from Valfon saying good job. Watch him burn it down before we look at some of these other incidents. As his teammates are coming over here. I need to get their teammates to stop coming over here. There's so much burning out. Storm, he swept here. He swept. I think he's waiting to do a burnout down here. He's going to pull Kyle Larson burnout. Wait, is he going to do it? Is Kyle Larson? Yep. If he can do this, I'm going to be amazed. If he can do what Larson did at Martinsville, I'm going to be amazed. Do it. Do it, Storm. I'm more worried about this engine overheating than anything else, and I think he'll probably blow up before he gets done with it. But he is moving, though. Please do it. Do it, Storm. I hope, please, I hope this engine lasts. Let go there a little bit. He's still trying to get that car to turn in this corner, please. Oh, come on. Come on, Storm, do it. He's still burning it down. It's not giving him the smoke in some spots, so he's actually not letting go of it fully. He's destroying these rear tires. Unlike real life, they're not going to blow out like they did on Larson. I'm going to be amazed. I'm going to be amazed if this engine lasts. He lets it go back there. I think it was probably going to blow up on him, so he gets almost the full way around the track. Has to probably stop because that engine was getting so hot. He was still rolling, so it was probably cooling it down a little bit, but if he didn't quit, it was going to blow up on him there. We'll go back and see what happened here on the last lap. Actually, see if he does another burnout here, just to make sure. No, he's going to pull it in here. Nope, he's going to do a burnout again. Going to let him get his fame. He deserves it, sweeping the Rush Series and the Premier Series. One last night and one tonight here. And one of the probably best-looking paint schemes on the track. I really like that paint scheme that he runs, really because it's mainly blue. Wish it was darker blue, though. But I'll pull up the wreck that we had. What happened here? So Cherry gets good rotation. I think it steps out before Cherry taps him. Yeah, there's some contact there. And I think Treston goes to check up, and Cherry barely nicks him. And he almost saves it, and then Cherry finishes him off. I don't think that's intentional at all from him. But we will pull up the finishing order here now and bring in the top 3 drivers. So Storm Patterson, no, not that's qualifying results there. Sorry, I've done that multiple times. I keep on thinking I hit the normal thing, but I'm wrong. Oh, we got somebody in the hauler. Not gonna say who it is, but somebody's not too happy, I think. We'll bring the 3rd place driver in, Raymond Rittenauer, if I can find him. There he is. Hey Raymond, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you come home 3rd. Now, how was the racing for you overall?
It was tight. There was a few times there where I was pinned up against the wall. I thought we were done, but just trying not to overdrive it, and luckily I got a top 5.
Now, how was driving a track that isn't on the NASCAR or hasn't been on the NASCAR schedule for a while? Did you have to put in a lot of practice here because this isn't really in the rotation for iRacing at all?
Yeah, Kevin and I put up a bunch of practice this week. I bet you we were on, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours this week at least.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely seemed like fun. No, but what lines did you see that were noticing, or that you were noticing that worked better on the track? Because it seems like guys were running the bottom, some guys were running the top. But what did you find here?
I like the bottom. I couldn't get the top to work. I was just pushing up against the wall, but I could get the car to turn down to the bottom, and luckily got a P3.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammate, Kevin, Josh, and Matt. Good job, Matt, on 2nd place there. And my sponsor, Lucky Dogs. And you guys for putting on Brooka.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good 3rd place finish tonight, man.
Thank you.
That was Raymond Rittenauer. I dropped something. Let me find this quickly. Hit the ground and scattered. As it probably went behind me. Yes, it did. I was correct. But we'll bring in the 2nd place driver. My voice is going away. Matt Quick here. Hey Matt, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes.
And so you come up a little bit short. How did the race go for you overall, though?
Oh, it was pretty good. I mean, 3rd and 2nd stage, first. Won the 2nd stage and finished 2nd. I mean, it's pretty good. I've finished 2nd too many times here, so kind of hurt a little bit. It's not a super speedway, so nobody expects me to be around here, but did a lot of practice, and yeah.
And so, what do you think you needed there at the end to get to Storm? Because you were closing in on him there at the end.
The tires. I mean, my tires were bad. The 2nd to last restart, I should have had him there. He got me going to 3. When he gave me the inside, I was excited about it because I knew the restart before I had him, and he went right at the line. I thought, or I'm arguing the restart zone right now, the admin, but I'm not going to get anywhere. But it's yeah, I thought I knew where the restart zone was, and I was going off the lines of the track, so I was expecting to go off that first line there because he'd be going off the last one the entire time. So, but it is what it is. A good 2nd place, good point and stay. I missed last week, so that didn't help. But I was 2nd in points before then, or 3rd, some baloney like that. But a win would have been nice before next week. I know I'm locked into the playoff, but still, win's a win, man. But I wasn't going to knock Storm out of the way because he could knock my ass out of the way in the playoffs, so I'm not going to play that way. So,
Yeah,
not saying he raced me clean. It was all clean, both ways. So I'm very excited about that. I'm not saying anything bad against Storm, but yeah.
Just switching it up at the end kind of was your downfall there. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Well, I want to thank Kevin, Hash, Josh Coley, and Ray Rittenhauer, and Larry Yingling for Yingling Cup. Practices have kept me on my game, and I've learned a lot just screwing around. Half the time I don't think those practice sessions mean anything, but obviously they are working because I'm running top 5 when I'm running, and it's pretty amazing. It happened at Martinsville, it happened at Texas, they happen here now, and I'm not very good at short tracks, so it's kind of cool to learn things.
All right, man. Well, I will let you wait. Yeah, I did say you can. Did I say shout out sponsors? I might have forgot.
I just did. You're
Okay,
good,
yeah, I was
man.
gonna say. Well, good second place tonight, though, man. Even though you fell a little bit short, still good points day for you, though.
Yep, we're number 1 and number 2s, bud.
That was Matt Quick. I completely forgot if I asked him sponsors. I don't know why I blanked out on that. But we will bring in the race winner in Storm Patterson here. Hey, Storm, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, so you sweeped the Rush and the Premier Series win on both days. Now, how does that make you feel, though?
Excited, honestly. It's been a really weird premiere season this so far. Just really up and down, and just glad to come out here and capitalize on everything that happened. Come out here with a win and back up last night too.
How did the car handle for you overall? Because it seems like some guys were running different lines. Now, did you feel like your car was pretty stable the whole entire night, or do you have to start doing something different there towards the end?
Yeah, I felt like my car was pretty good. We were definitely hooked up on it. I didn't know until like the first part of the race that you're supposed to run the top in 1 and 2. So I learned a little bit from watching Kevin there at the beginning of the race, and just kind of applied that all night long. And car felt great. We kind of stayed around from like 1st to 5th all night, and just able to get through traffic there when a few cars stayed out. And like I said, just capitalize on everything. Tonight was all about just capitalizing on other people's mistakes and putting your car into where it was. It really did feel like a chess game, especially in the top 5 there on restarts especially. But yeah, I just kind of got my rhythm there at the beginning and just kind of kept on going at it, and yeah, we won. So guess it worked out pretty well.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, Ott Company, this beautiful new paint scheme. New paint scheme for Premier is kind of the same for Rush, and Palace Trade, everyone at JCOM. Just want to apologize to Brandon. I know he got into my whole incident with George there, and yeah, just everyone at JCOM, you for broadcasting, all of our sponsors for ITRL. And yeah, just looking forward to next week and playoffs after that.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good job tonight sweeping the Rush and Premier Series.
Thank you, brother.
That was Storm Patterson. Probably one of the best looking paint schemes on the track. I like the color blue. That's why. But I will go over the finishing order here now. Storm Patterson first, Matt Quick second, Raymond Rittenauer third, fourth, Eric Drapeau fifth, Kelvin Masseur sixth, George Balfons Jr. seventh, Matt Sherry eighth, Brandon Klusterhoos ninth, Sawyer Ott 10th, Landon Polinsky 11th, Adam Boyles 12th, Alex Little 13th, Josh Cully 14th, Christopher Gale 15th, Kevin Hash 16th, Paul Majivka 17th, Brian Wortman 18th, Manning Gregory 19th is Tristan Ott 20th, Dave Matson 21st, Sam O'Green 22nd, Brandon Pamitat 23rd, Matthew Klusterhoos 24th was Corbin Hemstreet, and Dylan Hale was the last guy, so he was race control. Doesn't count, but that was not a bad race overall. But once cautions came out, it seemed like they just kept falling on each other. But they did have a good initial run, that's for sure. I think these guys can. I mean, they're definitely getting better each week with the cautions. That by no means are they bad at all. They're not bad. So don't even say that. Don't even take it that way. But before y'all go, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription at 660, I can see you. I can see you through the screen. If that's red, hit it and make it gray. Do it. I'm watching you. I'm gonna break the third wall. Do it. Come on, press it. Press it. Oh, you're thinking about pressing it, aren't you? You should press it. Press that subscribe button. Anyway, pretty good race overall though in the Iron Thunder Racing League. Storm follows it up, sweeps it, wins Darlington last night, wins North Wilkesboro tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow in the Four Corners Racing League, so if y'all are bored, hop out for that. And Austin is streaming right now currently, so if y'all want to watch more racing, you can go do that. It is money racing for him. It's Ron Morris Jr.'s. But I will roll this final animation, and next time y'all see me, I will have the actual microphone stand. But I will let you all go here.